Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How about your vacation?
Well, really wasn't. I just relaxed. Have you ever thought of teaching English to Chinese students?
I cannot speak English as well as the native speaker.
I
I
want, I want to tell you something. I speak to people in Asia, all over Asia, and I ask them what they do, and they tell me they teach English. And I'm saying to myself, I don't understand you speaking English. How are you teaching it? Because all they teach is vocabulary and grammar. You remember that.
mm,
So you can teach vocabulary and grammar. And because you can speak English, you get a job so easily because you can talk to the kids. Anyways, you don't have to be a native speaker. You can speak to them in English. I bet you would get a job very easily t- teaching English to kids. Would you like that? Do you like children?
sure,
But do you like them enough to teach, sit there with them all day and teach them?
but in my opinion, I think the best option for the most students should be a native speaker. It's only the native speaker could provide the English environment.
But that's not what they're using in the schools. None of the Asian countries have in the public schools native speakers. In the private schools, yes, like an international school where you pay an awful lot of money. But the regular schools, public schools, I'm telling you, I can't understand their English. I asked one of the teachers, I said, how do you teach the kids? Okay. She
Mhm.
said when she starts off, here, she uses, I'll show you. Okay, she'll show them the picture of the car.
Okay,
And she'll say it's a red car.
okay,
Who drives the car? Your mother, your father, depends on what country they're in. Okay. Then she will show them a boat. Where does the
about
boat go? The boat goes in the water. What color is the boat? Who's in the boat? There's special cards that they have. I have the cards, but mine are all mixed up now. That's how she says she's teaching the little kids. Or she'll put two cards together and make up a sentence. But they're not having conversation. You could easily teach Chinese English in China.
I actually I have no idea what field I'm really interested in,
Yeah,
but
I because you say you like doing hard work, like manual work.
I never had work experience in the physical labor field.
Or you haven't done it. You
I
think you
haven't
know.
done.
I don't think you know what you want to do.
Yeah, I
I think
have no idea.
I
Mm.
think you better win a lotto so you don't
Sure,
have to work.
sure. Every week I would buy the Lotto Max as well as the 649.
I've been buying it every week for 40 years. I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
know.
time I think it's time I win.
Yeah, I know that I cannot rely on the tickets.
Try and think about what you really like to do.
I tried. I tried many years. 10 years ago, I started asking my mom, "What is my gift?" My mom doesn't have any idea. What is my gift? I'm looking for my gift, and I have read so many books. They are encouraging people to dig their potentials, dig and dig. That is encouragement.
I think the word that you used at the beginning of the conversation is better, a passion rather than a gift. Because you may be able to do something well, that doesn't mean you like doing it. There's things that I'm able to do very well, but I really don't like doing it. Okay. I didn't have a passion for it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
like
that's
it.
why I'm saying, never mind a gift that you have, things that you can do. You want something that you're going to enjoy doing. Unfortunately, the reality is most people don't love their jobs. Most people go to work because they need an income. And since you're well educated and you can earn a good salary, what you should do is work for a while and save your money. Then you can do what some people do and travel and maybe pick up something, not necessarily teaching, but some online job that you can do and travel. There's people who travel all over the world with their laptop. It doesn't have to be teaching.
But the washing room in the plane are gross.
What has that got to do with our conversation?
I mean the traveling.
Well, you're going to travel in a country and you're going to stay in the country for a while.
Okay.
I don't mean every day you're going to go to another country. Plus, washrooms are not supposed to be gross on the airplane. If they are, you tell the flight attendant.
It's not very clean.
Well, you should have said something to the flight attendant.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Mm.
They no, seriously, they would clean it if someone made a mess in there. Shouldn't be gross.
Okay.
That's part of their job.
Mm. One of my classmates, he's as old as me, and
Hmm.
he brought his family to Canada, and he spent here a few months. He likes Canada. He wanna spend the rest of his life here. I understand. He's from one of the provinces that most Chinese people are looking down upon. Yeah, there are so many internal discrimination in China. He doesn't like it. Yeah, he's from a very poor area. Yeah, and he don't like his kid would face this kind of discrimination there.
I
Yeah,
can understand. I can understand that.
yeah.
Okay, so he's going to look for a job here.
You want to become a truck driver because the salary is very good.
They're not difficult. My husband knows how to drive a truck. Um,
So his driving license is different from yours.
no, now he's got the same license as me, but he used to have a different license. Yes,
Okay.
he had a different license. I think it's called a commercial license. But many years ago, when he used to own a scrap metal business. He had a couple of great big trucks.
Mm-mm.
So he had to know how to drive the truck and do whatever he had to with the truck. You
Okay,
know.
good.
Now he wouldn't want to drive the truck. I don't think. I don't know. You know. Now he doesn't want to do anything, but the difference is he's old. That's the
Oh
difference.
yeah,
And he's worked all his life. You can't have everything, unless you come from an extremely wealthy family who just gives you money. And most parents don't just give the money, they expect you to do something to earn it.
yeah. My parent.
Okay. So, but just to spend your entire life doing nothing, I think you would get bored.
I met with Clay many years ago. Clay is jobless, but his life is fantastic. He walked intersections of lives. Many people has their own intersections, right? Clay walked has passed many intersections. He watched the lives of others because he has much time. I think his life is fantastic. He knows almost everything. He's very knowledgeable. I don't think he would get bored. He has nothing to do. Just sometimes he talks with me. Sometimes he would do something on the stock market or future market.
Well, some people like to sit and do nothing, just sit and read or just sit and watch television, and that's all they want to do. For some people, that's good for them. I know for me, it would not be good. Like when I go on vacation, like a real vacation, and I
Mhm.
enjoy myself, and I say, gee, wouldn't it be nice to be able to do this all the time? Like before we moved to Freeport, we used to go there a couple of times a year and stay for a week or two each time. And every
Mhm.
time we had to go home, I mean, I was happy I was going home because I was going to see my children. But I used to say, gee, it would be so nice to live down here, go to the beach, do this, do that. I thought it would be so nice. So we moved down there. Guess
Mhm.
what? Wasn't that nice? I got bored very quickly. I didn't go to the beach every day like I thought I would. All of a sudden, I had a house to take care of. I had food that I had to cook. I did some volunteer work in the schools, but it wasn't the same as being a tourist. I wasn't going out every night for supper. I wasn't going to the casino. I wasn't going to shows. Well, when you can't afford it, you can do it on a vacation, but you can't do it every day of the year.
Yeah.
So I found when we moved down there, after a while, I wanted to come back to Canada. I really
Oh.
did. I would have
Oh.
liked to have taken the weather with me because I love the weather down there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as I'm watching the temperature here decreasing and decreasing on my computer, getting colder and colder. How nice.
Mm. Okay.
But, you know, have you ever heard the expression, the grass is greener on the other side? It means when you look at your neighbor, you're going to say, oh, his grass looks greener than mine. In other words, his life looks better than mine. But then when you get his life, it's not really better than what you have. Like something else always looks better.
Yeah.
Anyways, time's going. I will
Mm-mm.
see you tomorrow night.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Are you going to play? You're welcome. You're going to play with the drone tomorrow? Take some pictures?
I am not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Mm.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Mm.
Okay. Have a good night.